Level 1, the corner. The package is already in your hands. You didn't ask what's inside, and the man who handed it to you is already walking away. You are 17 years old. You weigh 140 pounds. You have $47 in your pocket, a pair of shoes with a cracked sole, and a phone that someone else is paying for now. That phone is the leash. The leash means you belong to something. The corner is yours between 4 p.m. and midnight. Not legally yours. Yours the way territory is always assigned. The job is simple. You hold, you pass, you collect. You don't count the money in the open. If a car parks for more than 3 minutes with no one getting out, you walk. You clear $300 in your first week. You buy food. You send money home and say it's from a job. What you are thinking, this is temporary. This is just until something else opens up. By week 3, you know which cop is on payroll and which one isn't. You know that the man who gave you the package, his name is Beto. A black car passes your corner twice a week. You don't make eye contact. You are beginning to understand that you are standing at the bottom of something very large. Level 2, the runner. 6 months later, you are not on the corner anymore. Beto speaks to you directly now. That distinction is everything. You move product between locations. You know 3 pickup points and 4 drop points. You know them by landmarks, never by addresses. The gym with the red door, the laundromat where the third machine is always broken, the apartment on the 4th floor where you knock twice, wait, knock once. You are carrying $4,000 worth of product at any given time, and you are being paid $800 a week. You have done the math. You have decided this is acceptable. The network has more nodes than you realize, and you are beginning to map it in your head without being asked to. You are stopped once by police. You know what to say because you've been told what to say. They let you go. When you get to the drop, your hands are shaking, but your face is not. You note the difference. The men above you note it too. Beto mentions it to someone. You stop telling your mother what time you'll be home. She stops asking. Something small ends there. You don't name it. Level 3, the trusted hand. Someone above Beto knows your name now. His name is Cardenas. You've seen him twice. He doesn't introduce himself the first time. The second time, he hands you a phone and tells you to answer it if it rings between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. Only then. The phone rings 4 times in 2 weeks. Each call is 30 seconds or less. You relay information you don't fully understand to people you've never met. This is, you realize what trust looks like in this world. And the fear has been running so long that you've stopped feeling it as fear. You are now making $2,200 a week. You have a second phone that is entirely clean. The real currency is information. Who owes who? A man named Rogelio who ran the eastern routes disappears in November. No one says his name again. No one explains. You adjust your behavior accordingly. You still think of yourself as someone with an exit, but you have watched a man's name get erased and felt nothing except caution. Level 4, the soldier. The system never tests you openly. It creates conditions and watches what you do inside them. The phone at 2 a.m. The question you were asked that required you to choose between 2 people. The night you were handed something that wasn't product and told to hold it until morning. You passed each test by doing what the system requires. Through who stops talking when you enter, you have 3 runners below you. They don't know who you report to. They know you. You cleared $22,000 last month. It moves through 3 hands before it becomes something you can spend. The car wash, the cell phone distributor, the taqueria that never has any customers but never closes. The rules exist to serve the organization, not you. The people from before, from the corner, from school, they have become a different category of person. The drift happens so slowly, you only notice it now. Level 5, the operator. Cardenas is gone. You don't know if he retired, relocated, or became the thing that Rogelio became. His absence created a vacancy. You did not campaign for it. You simply continued operating. And when the decision came down, your name was attached to a territory. You now oversee distribution across 5 zones. You don't touch product. What you manage is information, logistics, and people. One of your soldiers skimmed $8,000. You found out because another soldier told you. You make a decision. You make it cleanly, without drama, without cruelty. And afterward, when the missing soldier is missing, the others adjust. No one says anything. You drive a different car now. You have moved twice in 18 months. You do not have a public social media presence. This is not paranoia. This is protocol. The two have merged into something you can no longer separate. You manage people the way an engineer manages systems. You do not mourn the component. You tell yourself this is clarity. You are also not the same person who held a package on a corner at 17. Level 6, the commander. The man above you has a name that people say quietly. You have met him 4 times. Each meeting lasted under 20 minutes. Each time he looked at you like he was reading something that wasn't on your face. Each time you held the look and did not flinch. He has given you command of a corridor and still control the movement of $4 million of it every month. You do not celebrate this. Celebration requires an audience. A rival organization is encroaching on the southern route. You deliver the instruction through 2 intermediaries. You are never in the room where the instruction becomes action. Distance, insulation, plausible separation from outcome. The money is now a number on a ledger you don't personally read. It becomes property, equity, debt in other people's names. What you are thinking: I have built something. A cage with excellent lighting. You have a family you protect from a distance. The love is real. The distance is also real. You have not had an unguarded conversation in 3 years. Level 7. The architect. There is no ceremony. There is only a morning when you realize that the man who used to send instructions has not sent any in 4 months, and the organization has not slowed because you are the one who issues instructions now. You are one of 3 or 4 people in an organization of thousands. Your decisions shape outcomes for people who don't know you exist. You are not a criminal in anyone's active file. You are a name on a list that very few lists contain. The men who work beneath you are afraid of you. The men above you treat you as an equal. You have a physician, a legal counsel, a financial architect, and a security apparatus. You sleep well, which disturbs you occasionally when you allow yourself to think about it. Every conversation is a transaction. Every relationship is a ledger. You stopped expecting otherwise a long time ago, which means you are no longer disappointed. The hunger, the fear, the need to belong is gone. What replaced it is quieter and much heavier. Level 8. The ghost. You are not in the country where your organization operates. You may not have been there in several years. It doesn't matter. You are a structure. You are a set of instructions that continue executing without your direct involvement. Somewhere, a man is receiving money. Somewhere, a shipment is moving. You don't direct these things. They occur because they were designed to occur. You are worth between $400 million and $800 million. These numbers are not satisfying. They became infrastructure, not achievement. You are perhaps 50 years old, perhaps less. The years have moved differently. Time compresses when there is nothing to market against. The men who knew you at the beginning are mostly gone, some from the work. You do not think about them often. When you do, it is brief and unemotional. The grief is there, somewhere, behind something, but it has been behind something for so long that you have stopped trying to find it. The isolation is total and entirely self-constructed. No one is keeping you here, but there is no version of leaving that doesn't require dismantling everything you are. You are free in the way that a man at the center of a fortress is free, completely secure, unable to leave. What you wanted at 17, safety, belonging, enough. What you have, a kingdom with no door. The thing that surprises you, if you still have the capacity for surprise, is that there was no single moment where it became this, and each one made the next one easier. And eventually, there was no self left outside the system to evaluate whether any of it was worth it. You already know the answer to that question. You stopped asking it a long time ago.